Hello and welcome to Community with me, Melissa Sandfield. It's December 18th and oh my goodness, we only have a week left till that big day, till Christmas. We have a great show. It's all about Operation 3801 Inc. They're here. Two of the directors are here and it's their show. I'm just here to facilitate today. So we're going to talk about Operation 3801 Inc. and we're going to share some community events at the end of the show as usual. So we're going to give you a Pitbull break because we are sponsored by Pitbull, and we'll be back in a few moments. Stay tuned. Hi, we're back. I'm so glad that you're here in this community with me. I want to make sure that everyone knows this is the last show for this year, and next year we're going to start out fresh. We're going to have a whole bunch of great nonprofits, businesses. We want the churches and the pastors, preachers to come in. We want people, individuals. If you're doing something great, get in here. I want you here. I want you here. Like I went out and found Miss Gwen and Mr. Tommy from Operation 3801 Inc. They're here and it's just us. We're here and it's a nice warm evening in the studio, but it's cold outside. So I'm going to take this time to welcome Miss Gwen Harvey and Mr. Tommy Walker. So welcome. Tell us all about 3801.
Okay.
Operation 3801.
First of all, Melissa, what we'd like to do is to thank you. Thank you for having us on the show. And Operation 3801 is a nonprofit organization which is dedicated to providing a facility which house anonymous meetings. We try to cater to individuals suffering from drugs and alcohol addiction. We know that what we have found to be is there are not enough facilities in the Los Angeles area directly in our community,
Right.
which house meetings or have meetings when a person may need a meeting.
Right.
And what we do at our facility is we have meetings around the clock, 3 times a day. Tell me, I'll let you tap into, what the reason we started Operation 3801.
I'm actually a newcomer as to 3801. There are many people. I've been around 3801 a little while, but there are many people that have been there for quite some time, for years. Operation 3801 actually started probably some 20-some, 30-some years ago.
Wow.
Where there were some individuals that got. In fact, most of the meetings that have a start that are around the city that services individuals dealing with addiction, most of those meetings spun off of 3801.
Oh, well, that's interesting.
3801 is actually the mother of a lot of the meetings around the city of Los Angeles and abroad.
Wow.
And as far as Pasadena and Lancaster, meetings that take place out there, most of the people they started off at one time spun from 3801.
Wow, that's great. And so you say how many years now?
Well, actually, we incorporated in 2002. And the reason why we actually formed the corporation, Operation 3801, is because the meetings, one of the main facilities that house meetings was located on 38th and Western. And I mean, it goes back to 1987 that meetings were held at that facility. And then what occurred in 2002 is the owner of that facility, they lost the building.
Mm.
So when they lost the building, we actually, members that attended meetings at that facility, we felt homeless. We actually became homeless.
Wow.
And we went without a meeting hall for about 3 months. And when we weren't able to find a place where we could have our meetings, they would only allow us to have one meeting a day. And not just one meeting a day, but one meeting a day during the course of a 7-week period. And anyone suffering from alcohol and drug addiction, whether they be new, whether they have 10 years, whether they have 20 years, we have to continue to treat the addiction.
Right.
And one of the means is by attending meetings on a regular basis.
Right.
So about 10 of the members of 3801
Mhm.
decided, well, what we need to do is find a facility which is dedicated to housing meetings, workshops, seminars
Wow.
that we controlled. And thus we formed Operation 3801. And for 12 years now, we have been basically making it happen.
Wow.
And we've had to do it through self-supporting
Mm.
fundraisers, because there's really no grants that are geared for just having meetings. So we've operated on faith, lots of volunteer work. None of the directors are paid.
Wow.
We all volunteer our time, and it's just amazing what you can do by just stepping out on faith, just one day at a time. And we've moved about 3 different times, and now we've been blessed with a facility which was a school, and it's broadened our ideas. So now what we want to do is we don't want to just provide a facility for housing meetings. We want to go a step further.
Mm.
Yeah. What we've come to understand about individuals dealing with addiction is that you get the people who've had issues with addiction in the past, and once they get clean and sober, they start to stem back into mainstream society, that there are not a lot of resources for those particular individuals, and then they fall between the cracks and they end up back in the same position they was before.
I can
So what
understand that.
3801 decided to do is that we are going to do what we consider to be aftercare. We're going to provide services such as computer classes.
Oh, well, that's great.
Computer classes. What are all referrals, recovery programs, tutorial classes, anger management classes, parenting classes. All of those will be
Wow.
housed and facilitated at our place. So we won't no longer just be doing meetings. But we'll also be providing in the aftercare, which is once an individual is clean and sober, but able to help them to deal with what's coming in life in general.
Right. It takes them to the next step.
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, I met you at the facility last week, and we met there, and it's a nice, large place.
Right.
And I see that there are things there that one can do to maybe spend time and fellowship with others, even if it's outside of a meeting. I saw there was a stage area.
Right.
I noticed a lot. I noticed that there was a stage area outside, and I was picturing like events going on there, and speakers speaking, and it looked, the stage was absolutely wonderful, and the parking lot was big. I noticed that, and you guys are kind of you set back, the parking lot sets back, so that was kind of nice because you're away from traffic, and it's kind of tranquil back there.
Right,
It felt like
right.
it was kind of cozy to me, in the back. And then when I walked in, I see that there's a classroom setting. You have your desk and your chairs. And then I saw a pool table. Everybody knows I love to play pool. So I saw that. And that's a great thing for people to have an outlet, and then for them to be able to go to the next step and be able to be taught how to transition back into society.
Correct.
Because when you have an addiction, it seems as though you're out of touch with a lot of things, parenting, paying bills, and just life in general. And you all are just actually life coaches,
Right, right. That is correct. And the facility, it's a safe haven.
Mm-hmm.
It's a safe haven in our environment,
Yes.
and that's what's key. And we control it. And what's so important about that is, you have other organizations, churches, business owners, which will allow meetings to come in and have their meetings, but at any given moment, their board or their ownership could make a decision, well, we need to go into another direction.
Mm-hmm.
And then that group that's used to meeting at that particular facility they're out,
Right.
they're homeless. And that's why it's really important that we have a facility that's dedicated to housing anonymous meetings. And for instance, we have the holiday coming up, and you have some people that may have a little bit of time sober and clean, that really it's not safe for them to go around and be with their family who's doing the normal
Right.
holiday. They may need to be around other sober members.
Right.
And our facility will have meetings starting Saturday morning at 9 o'clock, and they'll run all the way through Christmas night.
Wow.
And we speak on experience. I give back because my life was spared. I've been given a new lease on life, and I have numerous, sobriety years, and so in order for me to keep what I have to give it back.
Right.
I have to do, okay, God, what do you want me to do next? So most of us that are on the board, we diligently work outside of our regular jobs,
Right.
To make sure that the doors are open.
Mm-hmm.
If someone needs a meeting, new, in between, old, they can come to Operation 30-1, they can find a meeting. If they're unemployed at the time, they can come to the facility and be there in a safe environment, whether it be they may be attending a workshop. We do have workshops, which actually teach people the real, it's where the meat is for an individual to be able to sustain recovery. They could come and shoot pool. They could, as you saw.
Can I come and shoot pool? I'm not a member, but I sure would like to come and shoot pool.
Absolutely, as long as you're sober and clean, and that's the key right there.
What happens, Gwen, if someone comes and they say if I said, I'm Gwen, I'm hanging around some people and they're kind of experimenting, you know what I mean? Is there like a pre-need type thing? That might not be the right term to use, but like someone who thinks they want to try, like I'm hearing about drugs that I've never heard about before, like Molly, like popping Molly. I just thought that was some kind of dance, and I found out it's a real live drug. And so what if I'm in that with these people and they say, well, try this, and they're working on me to get me to try the drugs? Do you have a resource for that? Like people that can come in and learn how to, like we have anti-bullying. If you just say, Melissa, no, you and give us techniques that we won't fall into these traps for people who are trying to, turn us on to drugs.
That's a really good question, but to be honest, absolutely honest with you, we as individuals don't define the addict. The addict defines themselves as being an addict. So if a person don't recognize their addiction as being an addict, then it's probably very little that we can do in order to service them. When you're experimenting, see, because everybody that drinks is not an addict. Everybody that smokes weed may not be an addict. An addict is a very peculiar individual, and it's not the fact that he actually drinks that makes him an addict. It's what he does after he drinks that makes him an addict. And it's the fact that he continues to drink in spite of the
And I
negative things that
understand
goes
that.
on.
I understand that.
And
That
so-
makes sense to me.
Yeah.
Because that's something I thought about. Like, well, what if I said, I want to do it. Yeah, I get that. That makes sense. We're gonna take a break, and we're gonna come back and give website, and we're just gonna talk a little bit more. It's all about us today, and it's all about Operation 3801. They're here, and I'm so excited. We'll be right back after this break.
Hey, are you tired of those same old energy drinks with bad taste? Make a switch to Pitbull Energy Drink with a guaranteed no aftertaste. Pitbull offers more energy with ginseng and vitamins B6 and B12. With a ginger ale lemon lime flavor, Pitbull meets the consumer's demand for better tasting and healthier energy products with a guaranteed no aftertaste. Make a switch to Pitbull Energy Drink. Pitbull offers more energy with ginseng and vitamins B6 and B12. With a ginger ale lemon lime flavor, Pitbull meets the consumer's demand for better tasting and healthier energy products. For more information on Pitbull energy drinks, bars, and mixes, visit their website at hiphopbev.com. That's hiphopbev.com. Online orders available at hiphopbev.com.
Hello, we're back, and we're here with the good folks from Operation 3801. We're sharing a lot of good information. We're getting tips, and also we're going to have resources for you. We're going to give out the website. So if you or anyone you know may be suffering from any type of addiction, this is a great place to go. The classes are free, and the people there are wonderful. They're very warm, and they're going to embrace you, and everything, of course, is anonymous and is so confidential. So they're not confidential tonight. They're with me, so we're public tonight. But we are enjoying your company, and I am very pleased that you all came in. And I understand that there's a lot going on, a lot of great things going on at Operation 3801. So can you share that website for our viewers and our listeners?
Absolutely. Our website is Operation 3801 Inc.com. And our email address is operation3801@yahoo.com. You can also reach us. Our telephone numbers are area code 323-752-3801. The alternative number is 213-400-9861.
Okay, that's great. Did you all have anything planned for the staff, or staff have anything planned for the
Absolutely,
for the
absolutely.
holidays?
We have, as we indicated earlier, we're pretty much self-supporting. We do fundraising to raise the funds to maintain our overhead, and which allows us to provide the services that we provide. And we have an annual event coming up February the 15th. And that event is going to be a Valentine's Day extravaganza.
I want to go. Every time somebody
You
comes, I
are
want to go
more
do
than welcome
everything.
to go.
I want to go.
Absolutely.
Tell
More
us
than
about
welcome.
that.
What we're going to do is we're going to have, it's going to be entertainment. Last year and the year before, we had Yo-Yo. She performed for us.
Oh, wow, that's fun.
We'll have comedy acts, and we'll have dancing. We'll have opportunity drawings, and it's going to be at the Los Angeles Convention Center.
That's big.
And
How many people do you expect? That's a huge venue.
We expect probably about 500. That's
a
what we're
big-
hoping.
And I'll keep telling everybody here, I'll keep everybody abreast of what's going on. I'll put
Okay.
it on my calendar, and like how I talked about those tamales and didn't go. But I'm going to go to this. I'm going to
Okay.
talk about this one. So tell us all about it.
Okay, so it's going to be, as I mentioned, it's Valentine's Day extravaganza at the Los Angeles Convention Center, which is 1201 South Figueroa Street, Los Angeles, 90015. We're going to be in room 515. 15A, and you're in a parking on the West Hall
Okay.
parking garage. Ticket prices are going to be $20 for singles and $30 for couples. And for more information, you can contact me at 213-400-9861 or Charles, which is the co-chair of the event. And his telephone number is 323-385-6919. And of
Can
course,
I have that?
absolutely.
Yeah, so I'll put it in my calendar of events. So everyone, you'll know when that day comes, we can go and we can party together because it's for a great cause. Like, we have to support the great things that are going on in our community. After all, that's why I'm here, to talk about the community. So go ahead, because I cut you off.
That's okay. That is okay. And it is going to be a lot of fun.
I can't
And
wait.
all of the proceeds go to the nonprofit corporation.
That is
And
wonderful.
they would be helping us to help someone else. It is Operation, it's a wonderful thing. And we just have so much passion for what we do, because to see somebody come in and see the light come on in their eyes and see their life be rebuilt, that's just a gift in itself, to know that you played a part in that.
Right.
And one of the things that I do want to say, so that individuals will know, because a lot of times you have businesses or organizations that there becomes trust factors. I can honestly say that everybody that's on the board at 3801, everybody is a volunteer. There is no paid staff on our board. We have 10 board members, and nobody gets paid.
Wow.
Every dime goes to the organization, for the organization, to keep the doors open in order to provide services for those that are living with addiction. What we do know, and what if you may not know, or individuals may not know, is that the meetings themselves, we don't ask the newcomer or the new man to do anything but come in and take a seat.
Right.
And deal with their addiction, not to put any money with the basket that goes around. So we really don't get a lot of money and support from the meetings. We do most of ours through fundraisers, such as the Valentine's dance, or we, like this weekend, Gwen alluded to us having a marathon. And what a marathon is that it's around the clock facility that's open, so that we'll have a safe space for someone that may not want to go out on Christmas night and party. Rather than that, they'll just come to our facility, which will be open, and just hang out. And we don't just do that on holidays, because we don't do it around the clock. But
Right.
at 3801, you can come from 7 o'clock in the morning till 9 o'clock at night and just hang out there all day. Shoot pool. They got pool tables, attend groups, attend meetings.
Wow.
So it's a safe space for anybody that's interested in staying safe until you can get enough stability in order to fight off that demon that
Right.
keeps you addicted.
I thought of a question. Well, two questions. Do you all have a Christmas tree at the facility?
No, not this year yet. No.
Okay, so I'm going to have Derek from Bourbon Street Fish. I'm going to have him donate a tree to the
Okay.
facility.
Okay.
And I will have them deliver it tomorrow.
Great.
And that's going to be
Great.
our gift from Bourbon Street, and then from myself to Operation 3801.
Great.
So we'll do that. We'll have that done tomorrow. So Derek, I'm going to call you and have you deliver a tree to 3801 tomorrow. And then my second question is, when someone comes in for a meeting, who are the people who are counseling them? You know what I mean? Like, are these people, it's because of my experience, I can help you, or are these people like trained counselors, or if, you know what I mean? Like, how does that
At
work?
this point, at this point is, when individuals get clean and sober, part of our recovery process is giving back. So I was taught. So individuals that are there, it is our code. It is part of our program to automatically grab the new man up or the new woman and teach them as we were taught.
Wow.
And one of the things that when you get a person that comes in, and this person has an addiction problem, there's not a lot that you can tell the individual, because the individual, it's almost like trying to talk to a man while he's hungry. How you have to address the specific needs first, the immediate needs. And so when an individual comes in and they have this obsession that's overwhelming them about going out and using, then you really have to address that. And the way that you address it, most of the people that are there have been in that position, and they know how to comfort. They know how what to tell an individual, what to say to an individual, or just to hang out.
Right.
Have a seat and hang out. They do that a lot. Just have a seat, hang out. Let's go to lunch. Let's go eat. Let's do, until an individual can actually hear what they need to do in order to sustain the sobriety for that particular time.
And so, how many people do you think you service every year?
Oh, we service over 500 a month, every month.
Are you serious?
Absolutely.
At
Because
least.
we have
And
meetings
that's being modest.
all day.
We have
and
22 meetings a week. Is it a
Correct.
week? Yes, we have 22 meetings a week.
That is amazing.
And back to, I want to go back to your question as to, do we have professionals like counselors, and we don't, but that goes back to what we plan to do, since we have really been blessed with a wonderful place, is to be able to have some counselors come in. That's what we want to expand, from just having the safe environment or the facility. We want to have counselors come in, because you may have individuals which are able to go into an actual residential facility. And if you're in a residential facility, then you get treatment around the clock. They have therapy groups, they have outings, you have
Right.
treatment all the time.
Right.
And then you also have outpatient facilities where you can go and do your one-on-one, your group counselings with a professional counselor.
Right.
Where at our facility, we don't have that right now, but going into 2004, that's the direction that we're going in.
Okay.
Because we have all those classrooms, so we can.
Yeah, I got lost trying to leave. I was like, go this way, go that way. I mean, so you have the space,
Right.
you have the people, you have the board of directors.
Right.
And I mean, it's like everything is just in place for such a great place. Like, I'm really excited to just be a part of your corporation. And, these are things that I don't know, but doing the show, it teaches me a lot. And these resources are available for people, and that's why we're here. We're here to give out the resources, let people know, like, what do you do? Where can you go? Maybe people didn't know about the Operation 3801, but now they do.
And we're right in the heart of the community.
I mean, I love it. Yeah, I got there like really quick from where I live, and I can see myself there doing things and helping out. Like, I can see that. Like, that's what I'm supposed to be doing,
And
so.
then, like on Christmas Day, we're going to feed people. Just like people that would normally go to their family, or people that may not have reconnected to their families, they will have potluck Christmas right there at the facility.
Wow, that's
Yeah.
going to be great. Well, we're going to take another quick break. Yeah. And we're going to come back after this message. We're going to talk a little bit more, and then I'm going to give you some community events that are going on in our town.
Are you a diabetic? Need some energy? Need to quench your thirst? Try Pitbull Sugar-Free Energy Drink, the only energy drink named suitable for diabetics by the American Diabetic Association. And it's now available with no calories, no carbs, no sugar, and no fat, and a smooth, natural blend of energy, vitamins, and minerals. Need to quench your thirst? Try Pitbull Sugar-Free Energy Drink, the only energy drink named suitable for diabetics by the American Diabetic Association. And it's now available with no calories, no carbs, no sugar, and no fat, and a smooth, natural blend of energy, vitamins, and minerals. Pitbull Sugar-Free Energy Drink is the healthiest, best-tasting energy drink around. For more information and online ordering with free shipping, please visit hiphopbev.com. Remember, Pitbull Sugar-Free Energy Drink, suitable for diabetics, great for everyone.
I like to be around groovy people. I don't like nobody that's got an ego. I don't like to sit around and hold a conversation with somebody who don't know where he wants to go. Give me the simple life full of fun and joy. Can't you see I'm just a talking about groovy down home people. I don't like nobody that's got an attitude, walking around with their nose in the air. Them kind of people I just can't use. I like to be relaxed with my mind at ease. The best things in life is all I want for me. So give me some groovy people. I said groovy, groovy people. Talking about groovy, 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 groovy.
We are back in the community, and we are here with Operation 3801. It's Operation 3801's night. This is their night. It's just Operation 3801 and myself, Melissa. So we have a few more things we want to talk about. We have a little bit more business we want to discuss because, I mean, we could talk forever, apparently. You know, when I tell people when they come here, it's just like a conversation. They say, what will we talk about? We'll talk about, you know, the important things. We'll give out the resources, and we'll make sure we get our point across. But I'm just here to help do that, and I'm so happy to do it. I'm happy that you're here. So we left off on the website. What did we say about that website?
Yes, and on the website, we want you guys to know, we'd like the public to know that you may go to the website and make your donations to Operation 3001 directly on our secure website. And note that no donation is too small. You can also drop items off at the facility. We're always in need of tissue paper, napkins, cleaning supplies, trash bags, coffee. We can always take coffee. Our members drink a lot of coffee. I mean, we can't drink coffee today. So, and we'd appreciate any items that you're willing to drop off and help us out and donate on the website. Our address is 7112 South Victoria Avenue, Los Angeles 90043.
And that's right off of Crenshaw and Florence.
Correct.
Yes. So it's very close. I mean, it's central to pretty much everything. It's so easy to find. I did pass it up, but I don't know why I wasn't paying attention. So it's very easy to find. It's very close off of Florence. And like I said, you have the parking in the rear. So anyone that goes, you park in the rear, and then you can go in through the door that's in the back. And you can see a stage I was speaking about. You can go in and just maybe arrange it where you can get a tour of the facilities, where you can see where the items that you're going to, you know, people, that's important to people. If you're paying your money or you're giving out your money, you want to see where it's going. I saw where it's going, so I can vouch for that it's a great place. And it places so much, like we need it really bad. We need Operation 3801.
Yes, and then we want to also add, if you have any family members that, you know, struggling with drug and alcohol addiction, please feel free to guide them our direction. We are there. Someone's there all the time. They will open their arms and just wrap their arms around them and love them till they can learn how to love themselves.
And most of the people, most of the individuals that do attend the meetings in groups and that have been around some time work in the field. They work in human services. So they're not just new or just around the facility, but actually work out on the jobs and at treatment facilities. And this is just where they do their meetings at as well.
Right. That's so wonderful. We were talking about something else I like to do. You need a dauber to stamp the numbers, and then you yell out this thing at the end, and you say, bingo. Tell us about bingo.
Absolutely. We have bingo at the facility every Sunday from 1:30 to 5:30, but the doors open at 12:30. And it's a really nice community bingo. We are licensed through LAPD, Charitable Services Division.
Oh, wow.
And this is just one of the efforts, the fundraising activities that we implemented in order to raise funds. All funds that are donated to Operation 3801, all funds that are raised are tax deductible. We are a 501 501c3 corporation, and we would love for you to come out and support our bingo every single Sunday, except for we have 2 black days out of the year, and that's the Sunday revolving around Christmas and also Easter. We recognize the holy day, and we don't have bingo on Easter Sunday. We'd love to have you.
You know, as you're speaking about funds and things like that, you know, I thought about the fact that when people sometimes come to a facility, any facility, even this facility where I work, you know, lights have to be paid. You have to make sure it's clean all the time. Hand soap, hand sanitizer, tissue. You need pens to write things. You need electricity or maybe a TV so you can have the videos to show, you know, teaching techniques or whatever. I mean, there are so many needs,
Right.
you know, that has to be
Absolutely.
met before, like you say, you can't even, you wouldn't even be able to pay anybody because the overhead is so high nowadays.
Absolutely.
Yeah, you keep the
Yeah.
parking lot clean. Like I noticed a lot of things when I was there. I really
Okay.
did. You can tell, right?
I sure can.
I noticed a lot of things. You got to keep that pool table clean. Those sticks got to stay clean. I mean, I'm going to come and play bingo, bingo and shoot some pool, but I really want to like dig in and, you know, be involved and make sure that people know, you know, even if there's something you like to do, you can do your own fundraiser. All you have to do is get with the board of directors and say,
Absolutely.
hey, I'm going to you can do a Krispy Kreme fundraiser. You can just do a fundraiser, say these funds are going to Operation 3801, and you can lead them to the website. Tell them, I know a great organization and they need help. If 10 people give $5, well, that could be the supplies for 1 month. And I have a real good friend at Walmart. She's coming soon, the manager at Walmart. I'm making a lot of good friends here. And because I do things in the community, she sometimes helps. So
Okay.
sometimes I say, hey, if you have pens or anything, next time I grab a hold of Miss Jackie. Jackie's going to be here soon. I'm going to have her, you know, see if she can donate pens and some supplies and whatnot for 3801, because I feel like, you know, if I have a friend in you, you have a friend in me, we may be able to help each
Absolutely.
other.
Absolutely.
So that's a wonderful thing. So we have bingo. We covered that. We gave the website. We gave the address.
Yes.
What else do we
And
need to
have
do?
that big Valentine's Day.
Oh, that
event
Valentine's
coming
Day
up.
event. Where's my paper, Chris? Chris is my engineer. He's so good, and he's spoiling me. He's spoiling me. I told the boss we need to keep Chris around. So we have this Valentine's Day extravaganza, and it's going to be on February 15th, right?
Correct.
Right. And so that'll be the day after all the nice people have their couples date. You can have another date. You'll have the day after. That'll be fun because you'll get that day, and then maybe you'll get flowers the next day too. And it's going for a great cause, and we want to make sure we support the great things that are going on in our community. It's very important. You know, if you have Operation 3801, they're embracing people who are having a hard time, who are struggling. You know, you imagine going through life sober. Imagine going through life and you're not sober, you know. So it's hard, and we need to make sure we help those people that we can help and that we're here for them. It's very important.
And we also want to not forget that 3801 actually, we rent out our building as well. So if individuals on our off days have things that they do, or
wow.
want to, you know, we do repasses, or someone, you know, we rent space as
wow.
well. So someone could, you know, call in, Gwen, and actually rent the space as well.
So are there kitchen facilities?
Yes, there is.
absolutely.
Oh, wow.
Have
So,
a full
yeah.
kitchen.
So that's great. I mean, so many different ways with this facility that you can make money just to keep everything
thing
going,
going.
just to
Correct.
keep the train moving.
Right.
And you have people get on, and then people get off to help those people who need to get on.
Right.
Yeah.
That's a great thing. I'm really excited. So any closing remarks for our viewers and listeners today?
Well, actually, no. The only closing remarks that I really have is I want to really thank you for bringing us on and helping us get out and into the community.
Right.
So the community will know that we're there and we're there to help.
Yes.
Yes.
And I want to thank you as well for having us out. And this is a beautiful facility. and I appreciate your concern and your efforts to
Oh yes, definitely.
help
You
us
know,
move along.
it's a great thing, and we will be working together. I've just partnered with the people who come on. I partner with them, and there's this. I just had a chill. There's this attraction that we have together. This give back spirit. It's so addicting, you know, and that's the type of addiction we need to
Right.
give back. That
Right.
give back addiction. I just made that up. I'm good. Okay. Give back addiction. We need
Yes.
it, and we need to spread it because there's so many people who they won't give.
Right.
I try to collect socks. Some people give 50 pair of socks, and some people say, I don't have any socks. Socks? What do you need socks for? So this weekend, I'm going to be going out into the community, and I'm going to give socks, jackets. One of the Inglewood police officers just gave me 20 pairs of shoes and about 20 pairs of jeans. So these are things that I'll give out and, you know, share with people that are on the streets.
Right,
Because people that are
right.
homeless, that are on the streets, they're just on the streets. They don't have shelter. They don't have anything.
Right.
And then I was thinking about blankets, but most time they're not going to just carry a blanket around. So I figured a jacket is the most
that is
comfortable
great.
thing.
That's
and
great.
we're making hygiene packets with soap, toothpaste, toothbrushes, and little packs of crackers. And we're definitely going to give out some water, bottles of
Yeah.
water. Because last year people were like, well, where's the water? You have any fresh water? You know. So, I mean,
great.
I'm
That's great.
I'm really looking forward to working with you all, and I promise that tree will be delivered tomorrow.
Okay.
If I have to put it on top of my little car myself, it's going to be there tomorrow.
Okay,
I promise.
okay.
I'm so glad that you came in, Ms.
Thank you
Gwen.
so
I
much
really
for
am.
having us.
And whenever
Thank
you
you.
all have something, you come on in, and
Okay.
maybe even you can come in before that dance. And
Okay.
we'll remind everyone,
Okay,
you know,
okay.
you can come in and we'll talk about, you know, how the sales are going, and we
Okay.
still need to get people in, and we'll drum it up for you, I promise.
Okay.
Okay?
Okay.
All right. So we're going to take another quick break, and then I'm going to come back with my closing remarks and the things that are going on around the city, and we're going to talk about Bourbon Street. They have Christmas trees, and they're going to be delivering one to Operation 3801 tomorrow. They don't know it yet, but they are. So we'll be right back.
You thought I didn't see you now, didn't you? You tried to sneak by me now, didn't you? Now give me what you promised me. Give it here, come on! Good God. You promised me the day that you quit your boyfriend, I'd be the next one to ease on me. You promised me it would be just us two, yeah. And I'd be the only man kissing on you, yeah. Now kiss me, hold it a long time, hold it. Don't turn it loose, now hold it. A little bit longer, now hold it. Come on, hold it, hold it, hold it, hold it. Now ease up on me, now get back high. Good God, hey, the girl's all right, y'all. You made me a promise and you're gonna stick to it. You shouldn't have promised if you wasn't gonna do it. You saw me and land in another direction. I'll teach you to play with my affection. Now give it here. You never should have promised to me. Give it here. Don't hold back. Now give it here. Don't say nothing. Just give it here. Come on. Give it here. Give it here. Give it here. Give it here. Give it to me now. God, I got you. Should have promised to me. Got you. You never should have promised to me. Got you. Give it on here. I got you. You thought you got away from me, didn't you? But all I got you. I got you. Give it on, love. I got you. Give it on here. I got you. You try to sneak by me now, didn't you? I got you. Oh, I got you.
Okay, we're back, and we had Operation 3801 staff here. We had two of the board of directors here. We had Tommy Walker and Gwen Harvey. And they are two really great people that I had the pleasure of meeting and now knowing, and I will be able to call them friends, as well as we'll partner on things that are coming up. So we're going to have a Christmas tree delivered tomorrow from Bourbon Street Fish. They do have Christmas trees. They said that I could give out some Christmas trees. Well, I just did it, so I'm holding up my end of the bargain there. They also have sent me some gift certificates. These gift certificates are good for one meal. So I'm asking anyone, if you watch this, because people tell me, Melissa, I watched your show. If you watch this show, then you need to email me at communitywithme, the number 1. I'm going to say it again because Chris wasn't ready and I didn't warn him. Communitywithme, number 1, at gmail.com. If you email me, you send me your address, you send me your name, I will personally, I have a whole bunch of stamps. I'm going to put this in an envelope and mail it to you. And then you can get a nice look at that Great Western Forum. Well, it's not the Great Western Forum anymore. I keep saying it because that's what I called it for so many years. But you'll be able to look at the forum. It's pretty. It's red. They've painted it. I'm so excited about that building and all the music that's going to be coming to Inglewood that's going to bring up our economy as well as bring nice people into our great city in Inglewood. So email me. I'm going to give away 3 of these this week. So the first 3 people that email me at communitywithme and then the number 1 at Gmail, you're going to get a free meal from Bourbon Street Fish, and then you can go over and look at the trees. And then if you email me before Saturday and you don't have a tree, I'm going to ask them to give you a tree for the first 3 people. You're going to get a tree as well as the gift certificate. And the address at Bourbon Street is 601 South Prairie. 601 South Prairie is where Bourbon Street is, and they sell fish, and they don't sell crawfish this time of year, but they have po' boys, shrimp po' boys, oyster po' boys, catfish po' boys. The potato salad is like a Louisiana style potato salad. It's really, really good. And Bourbon Street, they're friends of mine. They're going to have a big party coming up for Mardi Gras. They have about 2,000 or 3,000 people every year. I'm going to be out there with the live feed. So if you come out there, you'll see me there. I'll be there and live and in living color for that one. I never miss that party. And this is the 8th year. So I wanted to tell you about some things that are going on. I did mention Red Tricycle. I love that website, and they give a lot of good things that are going on around town. They have ice downtown Santa Monica, and that's going to be on January 4th. That's coming up. You know, we have Christmas next week. We won't be here, but I'll remind you of that on the 1st when I come back. If I'm here on New Year's Day, if we have a show and the studio's open, I'm going to be here. So they have ice downtown Santa Monica on January 4th at 10 a.m. to 10 p.m., and it's at 5th and Arizona. 5th and Arizona. The cost is $12, and that's for the ages, anyone over the age of 2. And then, of course, we have Chill at the Queen Mary. That's a huge event that's going to be coming up. They do it every year, and it's $19.95 for children and then $34.95 for adults. January 3rd, that's going to be from 10 a.m. to 11 p.m. That's going to be a nice event where everything is, like they have all these ice sculptures, and you can walk through the Queen Mary. You know, it is one of our treasures here in the Southland, especially in Long Beach. And then we have Frozen. It's going to be at El Capitan. That's always a nice thing to go see. It's going to be January 1st through January 5th. And it's going to be there. If you're over 4, you have to pay. So that's okay. $13 to $26. It's a special place, and El Capitan is always really nice. And then we have the Lion King that's going to be ending on the 21st, whereas the Book of Mormon is going to start. And I'm going to go see the Book of Mormons. I promise you I am. I went and saw the 5 Blind Boys. I keep messing up. They don't call themselves the 5 Blind Boys anymore. They're the Blind Boys of Alabama. And they were at the Walt Disney Concert Hall. Last week I went to see them, and I had a great time. They have a new album that's out, and I really enjoyed it. Disney Rockin' on Ice, if you want to do something with the children, is coming. It's here. It's going to be leaving like January 5th. So check your local theaters for that. A lot of great things going on in the wintertime. You just Google free events. Free giveaways if there's something you're in need of. The Salvation Army's right now, and the mainly Salvation Armies. They're helping you out with bills this time of year, and they're going to give you food. There'll always be some place where you can go and eat. You can check with the LA Mission. We're going to go downtown and visit some people on Skid Row soon too, and bless them with some things. We just don't know where we're going to get those from, but that's on my heart, where we're going to go down and help some folks. So we have, I want to talk about these boats. Any harbor that you're near, any place that has water, they have these Christmas boats. There are Christmas lights all over the boats, and they have commentaries at some of them. So you can go to Newport Beach, has the boat show, and then we have Marina Del Rey. That's the one I'm going to go to. Marina Del Rey is it's really close, and it's going to be a great thing. You take some hot cocoa out. I keep pushing hot cocoa because I like hot cocoa, but you take hot cocoa out, and it's a great time, to spend with your friends and your family and your loved ones. We have a lot of things that we like to do that are free or low cost, where you can spend that time with your, family and friends. So we appreciate all that time. I met a gentleman at I forgot what the thing was called, but we were with Cedric Washington, and they have a White House tour. It's the 3rd annual White House tour. This group is called On a Mission, and what they do is they take children that are doing great, great things, and they send them to the White House. This is something that we look forward to. We look forward to taking children into the White House. They actually get to go inside the White House. That's going to be Saturday, February 8th. So I'm going to give you the number. It's 323-298-4779. And this group is called On a Mission. It's all about the kids, all about taking them to the White House to show them how politics work and, what's going on in the White House. I've never been, but I'm sure it would be a great thing, and it would inspire some of our young people. So if you know someone who's worthy, the group is called On a Mission. They invest in today's youth, and this is also a nonprofit. So I'm sure they'll come in soon. Actually, I had the dates wrong. March 5th through the 8th is when the trip is going to take place. But there's a parent orientation and Q&A on February 8th at 9 a.m. So I'm going to give you that number one more time. If you know a teenager that's interested, or you think they might have a good time and go on this trip, you don't have to pay a dime. Maybe you'll just give your child spending money. But this is a trip that they raise money for, and it's free. It's just for the worthy, children who might benefit from this. So I'm going to give you the number one more time for On a Mission. It's 323-298-4779. And then I had Salone's Shelter. They're going to come in soon. I met Shirley, and this is a great shelter, and we want to let people know that might need a shelter, that someone that's in the valley, that we all have shelters everywhere, and they're open to anyone. So we're going to have Shirley come in. And then there are a lot of things going on at West Angeles. There's a community assistance program, and West Angeles is in an entity itself. Like, they have everything. They have shelter placement and referrals. They have emergency food. They give you bus tokens, emergency financial assistance, job referrals. They host Project Angel Share, Feed the Children, and they give you energy assistance to pay your bills. They're going to come in also. They give you entrepreneurial word I have a problem saying, training courses, and they have information about Covered America, Covered California. I've renamed that. I'm messing up so much tonight. They tell you about home ownership, and they have a thing where they teach our young people to build character. We want them to build their future, and we want our children to become leaders. They can also help you sign up for CalFresh and volunteer income tax assistance. So many resources at West Angeles. Let me give you the number to the community assistance program at West Angeles. That number is 323-733-8300. And their extension is 2272 or 2370. And West Angeles is the church that's on Crenshaw and Rodeo or Exposition, it's a great place to go. You know, you need the Lord, it's a great place to go. If you need some assistance with all these things I just mentioned, it's a great place. And we're going to have those folks come in and they're going to explain these things to us. So next week is Christmas. And we had Operation 3801 here. And we had a great time. We gave out a lot of great information. We gave you a lot of great resources. And we want to make sure if you know someone that is struggling, or if you're struggling with drug addiction or an addiction, then they're here to help. They will embrace you. It's all anonymous, so you don't have to be afraid. Nothing is published. We had a very discreet conversation today, just giving out information, just letting people know what's going on in our community, because that's what we're here for. That's what it's about. So Merry Christmas for next week, or Happy Kwanzaa. Whatever it is that you may celebrate, we hope you have a happy holidays. I'm going to be out Saturday. You'll see me, probably 4 or 5 of us, driving around in different cars, giving out blankets, giving out jackets, giving out water, fresh water, and a bunch of candy canes that Miss Jackie from Walmart donated. She donated a bunch of candy canes, and then the boss is going to let our volunteers go to Roscoe's Chicken and Waffles and have a nice meal afterwards to say thank you on our behalf here at RMC. So we thank you, and we'll see you next week. Not next week. I messed up again. We're going to see you January 1st. And I love being here, and I'm so glad that you came into the community with me. Thank you. I'll see you on January 1st. Brand new year.
As long as you live, someone who loves you tender like I do, you'll never find, no matter where you search, someone who cares about you the way I do. But I'm the one who loves you, and there's no one else, no one else. You'll never find, it'll take the end of all time, someone to understand you like I do. Find the rhythm, the rhyme, all the magic we shared, just us two.